With more on this, Laura Haigh joins us now live from London. She's a Myanmar researcher for Amnesty International. Thank you for coming on the program, Laura. The investigators are calling for the UN Security Council to impose an arms embargo, among other things, obviously. How likely is it that the Security Council will act?
Well, I think it's becoming more and more untenable for the United Nations Security Council not to act. This is a damning UN report from within the UN itself that accuses Myanmar generals of genocide, of crimes against humanity and war crimes. And the inaction at this point from the UN Security Council is just not acceptable. And what we need to see is a real change in their approach, starting in the meeting later today.
UN agencies say it's not yet safe for Rohingya to return to Myanmar. Why is that? And what happens from here for all these many thousands of people?
Well, it's not safe for the Rohingya to return back to Myanmar for two main reasons. One is that the perpetrators of killings, rape, the burning of homes are roaming free and would actually be the ones guaranteeing the security of Rohingya that return. That's not a solution, and it's not possible for them to return safely while there's been no accountability. But it's also not safe for them to return because the Rohingya are essentially confined in an apartheid state where they can't move around freely, where they can't access hospitals, where they're segregated in education. So really, until we see accountability and dismantling of discrimination, it's not safe for them to return.
We've had reports of all of these atrocities over the past year since the military crackdown. Why is it now that the UN has come out with this report that people are starting to sit up and take notice, do you think?
I think it's because it's a UN report. This is something that has the UN stamp of approval, but also because we have an opportunity coming up at the Human Rights Council in a few weeks' time to actually act on that report. So we want to see the Security Council refer the situation to the International Criminal Court, and that's something that should be done as a matter of priority. But we also need to see a very, very urgent need for evidence collection and preservation, because these generals do need to be held to account. They do need to be brought before a court, and we need criminal lawyers and investigators to start preparing those case files.
Thank you for that. That's Laura Haigh, a Myanmar researcher for Amnesty International.